Hi everybody, I just wanted to do a quick beginner's guide to the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 2022 beta. Now this video is for people who are really new to Call of Duty, or maybe you haven't been around in Call of Duty for a long time, but you thought, you know, this beta is free. It's on PlayStation free as I'm recording this video, but it'll be free for Xbox and PC next weekend. And you might be thinking, oh, what have I got myself in for? What do I do? What do I get? Where do I start? So if you're familiar with Call of Duty, this isn't for you, but if you're new, you might find it useful. So when you first get into the beta, you'll be faced with this, and you go up and down on your D-pad on your controller, and you'll see various options that you can do. Now what you want to do is, if you go down to this screen here and then press X to get to play, this is where the game modes that are available appear, and this will change throughout the life of the beta because different maps will be available and different game modes will be available. Personally speaking, I think you probably want to concentrate on Team Deathmatch and Domination to start off with, because they're very easy to understand what's going on. And what you can do is, if you press square on PlayStation, or that would be X on Xbox, you can put a filter on, and you can say, you know, I want to play a mix of Team Deathmatch and Domination, or just Domination. So Team Deathmatch obviously is 2 teams of 6 killing each other. Domination, you've then got objectives, you've got A, B and C you've got to try and capture. There's a bit more structure to it. But before you go into those, you'll want to play around with the settings a little bit. So in the settings, if you press the options button on PlayStation or Xbox, then use your bumper button, your top right buttons, to go over to settings. You probably want to go down to graphics first, and let's go back to the top. I would say turn world motion blur off, turn weapon motion blur off, turn film grain off. You can leave the depth of field on if you want, it's a nice little effect, you turn it off if you want. But field of view, this is very important, change this. Put it up to something like 100. This is new to Modern Warfare. It's pretty rare on consoles that we can do this, especially on last gen consoles like the Xbox Ones and the PlayStation 4s. Put up to something like 100. It'll take a little bit of getting used to. I guess if we get third person, you want to put that up as well. But it really improves your peripheral vision so that you can see enemies, especially in corners of buildings. You know, when you go into a room, someone's camping in the corner, so you can really see them there. The other thing you might want to do is, if you are by yourself, go into the audio and go down to voice chat and turn it off so you can't hear people listening to music while they're playing Call of Duty. And then you may want to go into your controller, and you may want to, I definitely recommend turning controller vibration off, adjust your stick sensitivity, and I've done many videos about this, but don't be scared to have a really low stick sensitivity. If you're having trouble with accuracy, where you're spinning past and you can't lock onto enemies, go down low. Have a really low one, and then you can always get higher slowly. But I always start, for example, with a new Call of Duty on medium on 3, and then I'll turn it up to 4 and 5. But that is over several weeks of playing the game. You know, I'll play it on medium for quite a long time, then I'll put it up to 4, get used to that, and then put it up to 5. But there's nothing wrong with staying on medium, especially if you do centering when you running around the map, which that is keeping your crosshairs exactly where enemies would be coming from. I wouldn't bother having any multipliers, and you know, go down and change. Here we go. Equipment behaviour. You want to change that to hold. So this means that when you want to throw a grenade with your bumper buttons, if you just tap your top right shoulder button, you'll throw your lethal. Tap your top left shoulder button, you'll throw your tactical. And if you press and hold them, you'll then cook it and then throw it. Toggles. It's a bit of a mouse control, that where you tap it and then you toggle, but put it on to hold. I think that's quite important. Automatic sprint you want off, and that will probably do, unless you like to invert your vertical axis like I do as well, and that will really set you up for playing. And let's do team deathmatch. So then what I want to do is just want to quickly jump into a game, because although you can use your shoulder buttons to have, you know, mess around with your loadouts, when you're first starting off and you're pretty new, you probably just want to go with the custom guns that you get supplied with, because they are really good, the custom loadouts, sorry, the default loadouts. So let's jump into a game and let's see if we can just go through those. I'm not going to play a game, we're just going to quickly look at that. Because one of the default loadouts is the M4, and then another one's SMG. You can get to play around with the sniper rifle as well. And also the way that the perks work in Modern Warfare 2 2022 is that you earn them as you go along. So it's good experience to play with the different packages, and you get an idea of what's going on. At the moment in the beta there's 3 maps that we can play with. Hopefully by the time you come to play it there'll be a few more. And if you're watching this video after the fact, actually after the betas are finished, some of the menus will look different when we go into the full release, but some of these sort of hints and tips may well go well for the full game. So here we go, we're about to load in. This is on my PlayStation 4, so performance isn't that brilliant. Right, okay, so you'll probably see defaults there. So as you can see, the assault package is the M4. Really good starter package, that, because you get the shotgun as well, which is very good. Up close, one-shot kill, and then you've got the frag grenade. The snapshot grenade's not very good, but the frag grenade's okay. Or if we press right on our D-pad, we then get the FSS Hurricane, which is like an SMG. The cast-off 74U, that's a really good gun to try. So I would probably go with the M4 or the 74U. That's like it's an assault rifle, but it's more of an SMG, and you also get in the pillar launcher as well to fire at people. If you want to run around with DMR, go with the Lockwood. We've got an LMG with a Sakin, if you want to do that. Big advantage, you don't have to reload because you've got such a big magazine. You can just keep on firing. And the Signal 50, that's the sniper rifle, so if you want to have a play with sniper rifles, try with that. But for me, if I was trying this off as a beginner, I would say go with the M4 Assault Rusher or the Hunter Stalker. You'll have lots of fun with those. You'll enjoy the what to do in the beta if you're a brand new player, and hopefully find that useful. If you have it, like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe, and I will of course see you again soon.